For decades, the F-22 Raptor has been hailed as the king of the skies, the most advanced air superiority fighter ever built. But just when many thought the Raptor's reign was coming to an end, the U.S. Air Force shocked the world with news of a Super F-22. This isn't just a simple upgrade, it's a reinvention of America's most lethal fighter jet, designed to dominate modern battlefields against threats like China's J-20 and Russia's Su-57. The big question is, how do you improve on perfection? The answer lies in advanced avionics, new stealth coatings, hypersonic missile integration, and a role that bridges today's fifth-generation fighters with the sixth-generation aircraft of tomorrow. The Super Raptor proves that the F-22's story is far from over. In fact, it may just be entering its most powerful chapter yet. Introduction. When the F-22 Raptor entered service in 2005, it was so far ahead of its time that no rival fighter could match it. With stealth, super cruise, extreme maneuverability, and advanced sensors, it set the standard for fifth-generation air dominance. But with production capped at only 187 units and newer fighters like China's J-20 and the US's own F-35 taking center stage, many assumed the F-22 was slowly being overshadowed. That assumption was wrong. The U.S. Air Force has revealed ambitious plans to evolve the Raptor into a new Super F-22. Instead of retiring the aircraft, the Pentagon sees it as a critical bridge to the next-generation air dominance (NGAD) program, a way to keep U.S. air superiority unquestioned until sixth-generation fighters arrive. This upgraded Raptor combines the raw power of the original with modern stealth, avionics, weapons, and digital infrastructure. In short, the most feared jet on the planet is about to become even more dangerous. Why upgrade the F-22 now? The strategic landscape has changed dramatically since the Raptor's debut. The rise of peer adversaries China and Russia means the U.S. can no longer rely on older designs without enhancements. Both nations are fielding stealth fighters of their own and investing heavily in advanced surface-to-air missile systems. Upgrading the F-22 ensures the U.S. keeps a technological edge. The aircraft remains unmatched in air combat, but modern threats require improvements in electronic warfare, long-range sensors, and integration with drones and space-based assets. The Super Raptor concept is meant to address these gaps. At the same time, NGAD, America's true sixth-generation fighter, is still years away from widespread deployment. By upgrading the F-22 now, the Air Force guarantees it won't face a capability gap in the 2030s when rival stealth fleets could challenge U.S. dominance. Stealth redefined. The F-22 was revolutionary for its stealth when it first flew. But stealth technology has evolved, and adversaries have invested in counter-stealth radar. That's why the Super F-22 includes advanced radar-absorbing coatings and materials, designed to further reduce its radar cross-section. In addition, the aircraft is being redesigned to minimize infrared signatures. This makes it harder for modern heat-seeking missiles and sensors to lock onto the Raptor. Combined with its aerodynamic shaping and internal weapons bays, the upgraded Raptor maintains stealth superiority in a world where detection technologies are catching up. Perhaps most importantly, the U.S. Air Force is integrating active stealth technology systems that can electronically deceive or disrupt radar signals in real time. This takes the F-22 from being a passive stealth aircraft to an active player in the electronic battlespace. Avionics and digital backbone. The original F-22 was revolutionary, but its computing systems are now decades old. The Super F-22 addresses this with a completely new digital backbone, allowing faster processing and integration of next-generation software. This upgrade enables the Raptor to handle more complex missions, including controlling unmanned aerial systems, loyal wingmen. With artificial intelligence integration, the pilot can rely on automated systems for threat detection, targeting, and electronic warfare, reducing workload and increasing survivability. The cockpit is also receiving modernization with larger, high-resolution displays and augmented reality overlays. This gives pilots greater situational awareness in complex, multi-domain operations. Weapons upgrades. One of the most exciting elements of the Super F-22 is its new weapons package. The jet will be able to carry next-generation long-range air-to-air missiles, including the AIM-260 Joint Advanced Tactical Missile JATM. This missile has greater range than the AIM-120 AMRAAM and is specifically designed to counter Chinese PL-15 missiles. In addition, hypersonic weapons are on the table. While the Raptor's internal bays may limit the size of some hypersonics, external carriage options or smaller next-gen hypersonics could be integrated. This would give the F-22 the ability to strike targets at blistering speeds, overwhelming enemy defenses. The Super F-22 will also enhance its ground attack role, adding precision strike munitions that allow it to hit heavily defended targets without compromising stealth. This shift makes it a true multi-role fighter rather than a pure air dominance platform. Electronic warfare. Powerhouse. One of the F-22's few weaknesses has been its electronic warfare (EW) capability compared to newer platforms like the F-35. The Super F-22 addresses this with upgraded EW systems, including more powerful jammers and cyber-enabled attack options. These systems allow the Raptor not just to avoid detection, but to actively blind, confuse, and disrupt enemy sensors and communications. Against modern integrated air defense systems, this capability is critical for survival and mission success. In fact, some analysts believe the upgraded Raptor could become a hybrid between an air dominance fighter and an electronic warfare command platform, capable of leading Allied forces in contested environments. Super maneuverability enhanced. The F-22 is already unmatched in agility, thanks to thrust vectoring and aerodynamic design. But new engine upgrades promise even greater performance. The upcoming propulsion improvements not only increase thrust, but also improve efficiency and reduce infrared signatures. This ensures the Super Raptor can outmaneuver not just legacy fighters, but also newer stealth aircraft like the J-20 or Su-57. In close-in dogfights, the upgraded Raptor maintains its edge, while in long-range engagements, its new weapons ensure victory before the enemy even sees it. Strategic impact. The Super F-22 isn't just about upgrading a jet, it's about sending a message. It shows allies that the US remains committed to air dominance and demonstrates to adversaries that America's best fighter is evolving, not fading away. In the Indo-Pacific, this upgrade is particularly significant. China's J-20 fleet is growing, and the possibility of conflict over Taiwan looms large. A fleet of upgraded Raptors ensures the US retains the upper hand in any potential air war. For Russia, which continues to field the Su-57 in limited numbers, the message is clear. The US is not standing still. Even as NGAD develops, the Raptor is being armed with capabilities far beyond its original design. Comparisons to NGAD. It's important to note that the Super F-22 is not a replacement for NGAD. Instead, it serves as a bridge. NGAD will ultimately define sixth-generation air combat with features like drone swarms, adaptive engines, and full-spectrum dominance. But until NGAD is fully operational, the Super Raptor ensures there is no gap in US capabilities. In fact, many of the upgrades tested on the Super F-22, such as AI integration, advanced sensors, and hypersonic compatibility, will directly inform NGAD development. This makes the Raptor not just a fighter, but also a testbed for the future of air warfare. Conclusion: the F-22 Raptor was already the most feared fighter in the skies, but the US Air Force's decision to create a Super F-22 takes it to an entirely new level. With stealth improvements, advanced avionics, hypersonic weapons, electronic warfare capabilities, and longer range, the Raptor is no longer just a fifth-generation fighter, it's a bridge to the sixth. In an era of rising tensions and peer rivalries, this upgrade ensures that America's dominance in the air remains unchallenged. The world's first fifth-generation fighter has become its most advanced hybrid, proving that even legends can evolve. The Super